All right. Here we go. Media source. Okay. Got to find my video. Okay. Wow, that didn't go as planned. All right. So what I did was got uh, some new software. I updated my DAW to the original software that I used to use, which is called Mixcraft. And I had like an old 10-year-old version, Mixcraft 4. Now they're up to 9, and like they even add video. And I was testing it out. When I got the focus right, actually, when I got the new desktop, the stuff stopped functioning correctly. I think the software was just too old. It wasn't 32-bit software. It was 64-bit software, I'm pretty sure. But this time I've definitely got 64-bit software. Yeah, I heard some thunder. Let me look at the weather real quick. I heard some thunder out there, and whenever you hear thunder, there's a chance our power will flicker out. It was just barely sprinkling. Check my radar. Now, no heavy thunderstorms, just little rain, little drizzle. Hey, Thursday only happens when thunder only happens when it's raining. Yeah, exactly. Well, not exactly. You've had thunder when it was snowing. I'm sure you've been through that. I'm sure you've been through that. So, anyway, I got the software. I got it installed. I played around with it. I was using Pro Tools. It's not Pro Tools Lite. It's something that came with the Focusrite. And every time you load it, you've got to log in with a password and everything and connect to on the internet. And every time I tried to use Pro Tools, I had to relearn how to use it and couldn't figure stuff out, how to do stuff. Well, this stuff, Mixcraft, it basically looks like it did before. I was, it's got a whole different look than the old stuff that I had, but if you want to look it up, just Google Acoustica Mixcraft. Mixcraft. And they've now added the ability to add and render video along with your audio tracks. So you can lay down tracks. Now, what I did out of their loop library, I put together a drum track and got. I just did a blues thing. This is not good. It's a test. It's my first recording with the software, my first mix. It's absolutely the first one. I'm going to go ahead and let it play, and then I'll have to mute my microphone because you guys tell me how it sounds. Okay, here it goes. Okay, no audio. Okay, no audio. All right, let me try something. Advanced audio properties. Monitor only mute output. Okay. Monitor and output. Let me try it again. You got my voice, right? Okay, hold on. What I did, I recorded everything with the Focusrite. Okay, so now I can mute that. All right, you've got audio. I did everything with the Focusrite, plugging the bass, the acoustic, and the Epiphone guitar straight into the Focusrite. No effects, no nothing. So any effects that I got on this, I added afterwards through the software. Okay? So all right, I'll let it play through for a minute. I'll start it over again and let it play. And you guys comment as you're listening onto how it's playing back to you, how the mix is. Okay, how's the mix? Overall volume is fine. The drums could maybe be down a tick. Okay. All right, because in my playback, yeah, I was struggling with that. And when I rendered the video and played it back, like the lead guitar was blasting everything out. So I had to go back in and lower that down. I'll let it play a little longer. Okay, that was it. Uh, that was it. the Where is the little sucker? Okay, I'm gonna play it again just so I can find it and put it on the screen. Okay, is there a difference when my mic is on and off? I'm gonna let it play, and you tell me. I'm gonna start with the mic on, and when I go like this, that means I've shut my mic off. Okay, the mic's on. Yeah, do it. So that's great. Okay, Michael B. Like I was explaining to everybody, I finally updated my DAW from like 10 years ago when I originally bought Acoustica Mixcraft. I had version 4. I actually started out on version 2 when it first came out. And it was a good it was a good functioning software. I always liked it and got used to it. It's called Acoustica Mixcraft, and they make other things too. They make a drum program to program drums. They had all kinds of products, but after 10 years, I finally updated to the version 9, the brand newest version. I didn't go pro. I didn't update the pro. It was like 50 more bucks, and I didn't do it. I didn't want to. But the nice thing about this is it added that video capability, which is really really nice, and I like the fact that it has that. I've got to go over and find it now. I can. Oh, it won't let me do it that way. Okay. Well, anyway. But and I've been messing with the mixing, and I used to mix with like back in the old days. If you go back to my old videos, I mixed with a Yamaha USB mixer into it was a 32-bit computer, and then later I moved up to a Behringer Xenix FX USB mixer, which I I'm gonna hook that back up eventually. But right now, I'm just using the Focusrite. I'm using the Focusrite and the PreSonus Revelator mic. I will sing through the PreSonus when I do some singing. Watch me get a copyright claim on a frickin' 12-bar blues, totally improvised piece of crap, but. And that the playing's not exceptional on that or anything. This was strictly my very first, got the software today. It was my first video, my first recording, first mix, my virgin mix out of the software. But at least I knew the software enough, even with all the new stuff, I could find my way around it. Every time I try to fire up Pro Tools, I get frustrated because I don't know how to use it and I have to start from scratch and relearn it, and I give up. I end up giving up. And it just, it pisses me off. And to get drums into it, I have to get drums from an outside source where Mixcraft has a loop library of all this different stuff that you can do. F Pro Top Tools. And it's the version that comes with when you buy the Scarlett, the Focusrite Scarlett. When you buy that, they give you a downloadable Pro Tools, no tools, and I'm just going to stick with what I know. I'm going to stick with the Mixcraft because I haven't recorded music in 2 years because of the problems I was having with the old version of the software in my new desktop. They weren't jibing together. So, now I just do it this way, and it's kind of working. So I'll let it play through one more time. You guys, Michael B, give me your opinion on the mix, and let me know what you think. Play through it one more time. Like I was telling that we love the pan rhythm guitars, lead not centered. No, I didn't center the lead. I panned it over. I've got the drums and the bass right down the middle, and I've got the two guitars three guitars. I got an acoustic in there that you can barely hear, a rhythm guitar sound, clean sound, and then the lead. And I panned them right and left. I think I had the lead panned to the same side as the acoustic. I could have put the lead down the middle. Is that something you suggest? Is putting the lead down the middle? But Gil, like I was explaining to people, yes, okay, all right, mix tip number one, put the lead down the middle. I've always panned it. So, okay, I'll take your word for it. Gil, like I was telling everybody, I got this new software, a DAW, and I updated, and yeah, and you always put the vocal down the middle. Uh, Sometimes I would pan backup vocals, like if I had a two-part, three-part harmony, and I'd put the two backups right and left, put one right and one left, but it's just me. But I always put the main vocal, the lead vocal, right down the middle. Now, what about? I was told to put bass and drums down the middle too. Get general mix for all devices sounded good on my TV, but couldn't really hear the bass. Okay. See, I can hear the bass, and Vince said he could hear the bass. So that's right. It's not good across all platforms, devices. And I'm mixing through headphones because I don't have a monitor set up. They're sitting there, but they're not plugged in or being used to mix my playback, which is another thing I'll have to figure out. There is left and right output on the Focusrite, so I suppose I can do that. And play through the monitors, which are 50-watt custom staged floor monitors. But hey, they work. They're not computer monitors. I keep looking at computer monitors, and I've got so many goddamn powered speakers, I just can't. Why? Use what you've got. Bass and kick middle. Well, see, I can't separate out the kick unless I was actually miking drums. It's not that the software isn't that sophisticated. It's not that sophisticated. Oh, yes, it is. It does allow more than one input. I forgot. The old version only allowed one input at a time. This one allows multiple. So if you mic'd up a drum set, you could pan the mic. Each mic would be an input, and you could pan the mics. The old software didn't do that. You had one input at a time, and that was it. The version that I had. Later versions had updated, and I had never updated, so I jumped from 4 to 9. So I skipped 5 versions. I skipped 7, 8 years of versions or something on it. And those drums were a loop out of the Mixcraft loop library. Pan the toms. Dynamic EQ and stereo spread on highs from drum. Yeah, there's a lot of EQing available, and I use some compression. I need to learn how to use those on the overall mix, like on mix down and using a limiter and stuff. That stuff's all in there, and I use it to the best of my ability that I know how, but I don't really know how to apply all that stuff all the time. So, we're getting there. We're getting on that. But at any rate, this will spark my desire to once again record songs. Maybe it'll inspire some originals again, and instead of just recording covers all the time. I've got if you go look back in my catalog, I used to record covers all the time. And when I got the new computer, things started going haywire and not working right. And that's why the only thing I ever posted was either the band videos from a video camera or an iPhone that we took, or when we would go live from our rehearsal studio at Fred's house, which we might do again soon. We do got a gig coming up on the 28th, I believe. Let me look at the calendar. 28th is a Friday. It'd be the 29th, Saturday. So it's the 29th. It's a Halloween thingy bob. Oh, I hear that rain hitting my window. I gotta grab some edibles if I ever want to sleep. I saw a TikTok video today of this older guy, like my age, going, if you're smoking marijuana right now at any age, whatever you are, stop. Stop smoking marijuana. Whatever age you are right now, stop smoking marijuana and just do edibles. And that was the end of the video. I mean, that was the whole video right there. It was a TikTok video. I never have trouble going to sleep. I have trouble staying awake. But I'm excited about this software, and then the fact that you can import video. So I just recorded. I just pointed the camera at the guitar, the webcam, and recorded it through Windows camera, and recorded the video, and then imported it right into the mix and lined it up, trimmed it and lined it up, and rendered it to an MP4, and that's what came out. Now I'm going to go back and render the mix to a WAV file, obviously without the video, and hear how that sounds, because I haven't done that yet. Render it down, mix it down to a WAV file, and play that WAV file back. I haven't done that yet. I did the MP4 file. So I'm sure the WAV file is going to sound even better than the MP4. Of course, the MP4 is probably, the audio is a WAV file attached to it anyway. I can't imagine they'd do an MP3. I would hope not. It's actually I'll tell you what it is. Look under here at preferences. It is a Core Audio Wave RT is what it saves it as. So if that means anything to anybody, Wave RT, that might be a proprietary Mixcraft thing, or that might be a universal thing. I don't know. Would you get a brownie or a gummy? Cannabis tacos. Cannabis chocolate chip cookies. That'd be awesome, right? Caramels the wife made. Okay. Feel free to send me some of those, buddy. Feel free. Teach my wife to make those. Or not teach her, have her learn. Sure. Okay. I'll pay her for them. Oh, that's legal. I'm gonna get in trouble here. But anyway, I was excited about the stuff and Michael B, you're on Facebook. Whatever happened to your little cartoons? I was enjoying those. I know those had to be a lot of work. Those had to be a ton of work. All that drawing. Drawing is one of those things that it's like playing the guitar. You start drawing and your mind goes off and you're in another world, and all of a sudden 3 hours has gone by and you go, oh shit. Just like playing guitar. I was literally crazy at the time. I do want to keep doing it though. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. All right. Well, I'm going to let this play out one more time. Yeah, gigs, right? We're going to have a rehearsal this week. I got to call Fred. I'm going to let this play out one more time, and then thanks for checking in, you guys. And I'll see you soon. That's all.